Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we will look at the Python console and try to run some commands in the Python console directly. See, I'm on my Windows OS, Windows machine, and I've installed Python in this Windows environment. Now to invoke Python, let me open a command prompt and type Python in the command prompt. We are already in the Python console and you can see that the Python version installed is 3.13.5, and this interactive shell or interactive um, console of Python is where we can run our basic Python commands and see the output. For instance, I can type anything here. Let's say I type 2. It prints back the number 2 the moment I press enter. If I type 2 plus 2, it comes back with the result of that expression 2 plus 2. Let me see if I can do subtraction. Yes, it is possible. Can I do division? Yes. So whatever we give as an input in this prompt, Python reads that input, evaluate that, and when we press enter, it will print the result of that expression and comes back with another prompt. And this is called the REPL, or read, evaluate, print loop of the Python interactive console. We are giving some value, it reads that, it evaluates that expression, print that value of the expression, and comes back to the next prompt. And this interactive console help us run some basic commands and read or learn about Python. For instance, I can type say print hello. So what happens now? I print something in the Python console. So what happens next? The Python interpreter will search for some function named print, and if that function exists, it will execute that function with the arguments that I've given as input here. Now print is a valid function in Python, valid method name in Python. So what happens is Python evaluates this expression and understands that yes, print is a valid function, passes this input string to that function, executes the result of evaluating that print function, and comes back with another prompt. So we have given hello, it comes back with the result of that. Now let me type something different, say print it hello again. What happens is this is not a valid function name in Python, but I just typed it to see if it works or not. When I hit enter, Python comes back with an error saying that print it is not defined. So what is happening is it reads the input. When it tries to evaluate that expression, it knows that Python knows that print it or whatever I've given here is not a valid function. So the Python interpreter throws back an error and comes back to the next prompt. Similar to that, if I give an invalid expression 1 divided by 0, this is not a valid expression at all. So we are getting an error immediately saying that this is not a valid function. And this is something that helps us run some Python commands and see what the output is instead of running a whole big Python file. This is just for learning and maybe debugging in special cases, and this is an easy and interactive tool that we all can start with. For example, I can run something like age, say age equal to 10, say name equal to ABCD. Okay, so what I've done is I've defined a variable named age and I've assigned a value 10, another variable and its name is name and the name is ABCD. Now if I print age, Python already knows that yes, there is a valid function print and age is already defined here, and it prints the value of that variable by passing the age variable into print. Now if I do something like print ages, as expected, Python comes back with an error saying that ages variable is not defined. So basically whatever we gave as input, Python reads it, stores it, and then evaluates it whenever we encounter an error, it prints back with an error message. And if you have a larger program and if you don't want to run the entire program but run just parts of it to see how it is working or what part of the code is going wrong, we can use this interactive console to debug it faster. And of course it will help us to learn about some of the methods available or anything that we have in Python. For example, if I do type age, so age, we know that there is a variable that I have defined, and if I know what type of variable it is, we can use this function type and pass the variable name to it. Python comes back with an information saying that age is of type integer. Similarly, we can do type of name. Name we have defined here as a string, and Python comes back with information that yes, you have a name variable available and its type is string. Similarly, if you want to know something about the print function, say dir print. Print, as I mentioned, is a valid function in Python, and when we pass the method name into dir, it will print information available about that method into the console, so we can easily identify what all attributes we have for this print function, and specifically we can read about any attribute of that function as and when we need, and that helps to learn the specific method that we are interested in. Alright, how do we now that we have done all this, how do we exit from this prompt? We just type exit with an open and closing parenthesis and hit enter. We are back to the command prompt. So this REPL is something that we can give a try. It's fun to interact with this console and learn about Python. Thank you for watching. Please share your feedback and comments in the video, so that will help me improve the video content and sessions. Also, please like, subscribe and share if you like the content of this video and support the channel. Thank you very much.